Right here, so I'm going to show you how to go from OBJ to ATS. I don't have that much time here, so I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. I'm going to take the 3D9 from SES. I'm going to put it on my desktop. I already have the SES extractor, so I'm going to make a new folder, so I don't want all the files on my desktop. I'm going to name it 389. There we go. I'm going to drag and drop both of these in there. I'm going to take the SES file. I'm going to put it on the extractor. I'm going to let it do its thing. While that's up, I'm going to go to Blender, ATS. I'm going to get my missing data folder. It'll be in the description. I'm going to take these two files after I extract it from the 7-zip. I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit copy. My PC is kind of slow right now, so it does take a minute to open that file up. So if I open this folder now, see the whole truck is extracted. I can, no, I'm going to leave them in there. Once I have that copied, I'm actually going to take my converterpix out of its folder. So it should be right here. I'm going to close that out. Now I'm going to take the whole folder, put it on the converterpix. And once that's done, you should get this EXP file. Open it up. The two files that you just copied, just paste them in here. I'm going to use Control V. Right, so you shouldn't get any pop-ups. If you do, just hit replace. I'll X out of that. Open up Blender. I'll go to File, Import, PIM. Go to my desktop. Go to my 3D9. Set it to the base path. Vehicle, truck, 3D9, truck. Now for demonstration, I don't actually have an OBJ. I'm just gonna re-game another part that's already on the truck, which shouldn't be that hard. I'll go through step by step. So now that you have this window open, you don't gotta mind any of this. This is just warnings. As long as you don't have errors, you're good. You can hit close. I want to show one cab only, so I'm gonna come over here, go to visibility in your SES tools. I'm gonna hit the collapse button, click the truck, go to the object panel, go down to variants. I just want the day cab, so variant A is day cab, variant B is I think it's a flat top, yeah. So I'm gonna do day cab only, and variant A goes with chassis A, right? So now I just want to see the truck, so I'm gonna hold control. I'm gonna hit collisions, the model locator, and then the shadow, and now we have our truck stock. So if I want to re-in-game the stacks that are already on the truck, I'm gonna go to File, Import, SES. Hit this little up arrow, upgrade, exhaust 3D9, exhaust 1. Now I want to line it up with the truck so I get the best result. So I'm going to come over here to the search tab. I'm going to search exhaust. I'm going to hit the little eye icon. I'm going to hit Shift S, cursor to selected, selection. I'm going to click on the exhaust. I'm going to hit selection the cursor. Right. So now I want to bake the exhaust. So if you can see here, there's this little purple box. Right. If I bake this, this is going to show through my bake. So I want to disable that. I'm going to hit this little plus button. I'm going to come down here to wherever the shadow is. I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to turn the scene or the render off. So right now this does look good. So I'm going to actually, the cab, even though you can't see it, the other ones, they're still going to render on. So I have to take these off. So I'm going to shift right click the cab and right click that, and that should be all I need. The bottom here too. I'm gonna hit GX10. Now I'm gonna click the exhaust. just for a demonstration here. If you have an OBJ, I'm going to show you in a minute here. I'm just doing an existing part. I'm going to modify this real quick so I can rebake it. I want a short stack, right? So from here, if you have an OBJ, you're going to have no material, no UV maps, no color, nothing. All right? This is bone stock. I'm going to hit new, right? So this is just your OBJ. You want to come over to material. You want to hit new. Your shader preset, just go to none and hit diff spec. Or actually go to diff spec, add M, Nova style. I'm gonna hit tab. I'm gonna open up this entire image out of there. I'm gonna hit U, smart UV project, 50 for my angle limit. My island margin 0.01 and hit OK. I'm gonna hit new. I'm gonna type in. I'm gonna leave it as 1024 by 1024. I usually do it as 2048 by 2048. Add vertex color all. I'm gonna select my UV mapping. Just hit UV map. Come over here to uh, the world tab. Make sure ambient occlusion is ticked on. This is if you go under the gather section, just copy my settings down. You can pause the video. Go to render. Go to your bake. Change the bake mode to ambient occlusion. Take off select to active. Hit clear. Normalized. Bake. This should be fairly fast. Okay. Now that the image is done, I'm just gonna go to image, save image as TGA. Go to recent. Go to your top file. I'm actually just gonna save it in here because why not? I'm gonna name it text1.tga. Save image. Go to material. Go to base. Open it. Go to the recent. Text1. Select. And there you go. Now it doesn't look the same right now. I'm actually gonna take the settings off of the old one. So I'm gonna come over to diffuse. I'm gonna Control C. Go up here. Control V. 150. Copy and paste it. Come down here. Right? So it doesn't actually line up because I'm using a different baking technique. So I'm gonna actually modify the texture to be a little bit darker. That looks about right. Looks like it could fit in. So as you can see, we have that nice shadow in there compared to the old one. And you want to come down here, back to material textures under base. You want to hit this little button, the create TOBJ, and select text1.tobj. It should be in the same file folder. So you want to come up here to your parts again. I just hit B. I highlighted all of them. Right? Make sure I'm not highlighting anything over there. GX. I'm going to type in -10 now. So it's lined back up. I'm going to delete this old shadow. We don't need that no more. Go to the object, Control C, Control V. Put it under the exhaust. If your cursor is still here, where we set it in the beginning, Shift S, selection of cursor. Oh wait, no, it's not. I'm going to click on the exhaust again. Shift S, cursor to selected. Selection of cursor. Get rid of the material. Add a new one. Shadow only. I'm going to rename it, or if you are at this part and you're at an OBJ, you want to take the two parts, hit Shift A, SES object, and root object. You want to name it. I just want it the same thing. Actually, I'm going to rename it to exhaust 09, whatever. You can now delete the truck. Go to File, Export, PIM. Go to your exhaust, export. go over to your path settings, come down, clean converter data, convert to SES. Okay, and once it's done converting, hit enter, go to your files, go to documents, Blender. Well, this is where mine's at. Go to conversion tools. All right, once you get your conversion tools open, go to RSRC, go to linked, the first cache, highlight all these, right click, 7-zip, add the archive, rename it. I'm gonna name it 389.ses. Right, drag it to my desktop, go to documents, ATS, mod, put it right in there. Open the folder, close out of this, close out of Blender, you don't need it no more. Right, go to your old 3D9 folder, take that def out of it, drag and drop it in there. You want to go to def, oh, vehicle, truck, 39, accessory, exhaust. Add a new one. I'm going to name it exhaust 09. Or I'm going to name it shape 9. Shape 9. I don't care about that. And rename it to whatever PMD it is for exterior. Hit save. Close out of it. Drag and drop it in there. And we are done. Now you can test it in game. And it should work fine. I don't have time right now. But it should work fine.